Yeah, here we go. Hey you. Hey you. Hello. Hello. Good boy. Nice. Perfect. Boy, couldn't even get set up. We've been so busy out here. All right, so we're out here with Bear and about 15 million people. Good. Bear's doing really good with healing, but he struggles with distractions. Good. So what I'm going to do is counter condition. Good. Distractions with food from me. Good. Every time he looks at a person. Yes, good job. You say that. No, I'm just kidding.
I can talk though, right?
Absolutely. We appreciate the distractions. Good.
He or she is very food dependent.
For now, that is the case.
Oh, that's what, yeah, yeah.
Good boy.
Is it a boy or a girl?
He's a boy. His name's Bear.
Right there. Is he gonna be a what do they call them dogs?
A service dog?
Yeah.
No, nope. He's just doing some basic obedience.
Oh,
okay. Good. So every time he looks, I'm just going to pair it with food. And this is classically conditioning. We're classically conditioning triggers with food from us to develop a response of
see you later, Bear.
Something distracting happens. And then he looks back at me. So that's perfect. Oh, perfect. Great. So instead of seeing something exciting and getting really sucked into it, by pairing the distraction with food from me, it creates a response of, oh, something distracting happens and I look back at you. So we should start to see that operant response right there. Good boy. He is a Bernedoodle. Good boy. Yes, he's super cute. He's not mine though.
So that's a Burmese mountain dog.
Yeah, and they come in a lot of different colors and sizes, and there's quite a spectrum of that. He's one of the cuter ones I've seen, though. That's for sure.
He's what?
He's one of the cuter ones. Yeah, he's super fluffy. Good boy. Nice. Good job, bud. So another thing that we're doing, so now he's really getting good at this game. He's like, oh, okay, got it. I look at the distracting someone talks, and then I focus on you and I get paid. Now we can raise the criteria. So in conjunction with pairing with triggers, we're also going to have him work place. So he's doing a good job staying on the place bed. But one of the things that he's learned is how to self regulate and settle on place. And one of the things, oh, my camera is crooked. One of the things that we talked about in this partner program in the last week is something called posture facilitated relaxation. So if the body is in a position, good, of calm, the mind is more likely to follow. So I'm going to have kind of both of these criterias for reinforcement going on at the same time. I'm going to be mindful, good, of how he's doing with that classical and operant conditioning with triggers, but I'm also on the lookout. He did actually do a nice big sigh and kind of rocked his weight back onto his hips, which is a form of settling. That's what I'm also on the lookout for and what I want to reinforce. So it's really important for me as the handler to be aware as all these things are happening. My focus is on him and reinforcing the behaviors I'm looking for. Having him on place right now gives him a little bit more help. It gives his brain something to do, but eventually I might take the place bed out of this and just expect him to behave this way, just generally anytime we're out and about on a leash. So I'm going to actually back away from him a little bit. And he wants to follow because I've got the food. And I'm backing away because I actually want him to settle a little bit more. And so that by me moving away, that should cause him to go like, hey, wait. And then he should also start to go, huh, how do I make her come back? Good. And I may step in if I notice that he's getting too sucked into a trigger. Good. And I'm definitely gonna mark anytime he's looking and giving that operant response that we're looking for. Good. Good boy. Perfect. So this is a great spot to be because he's clearly like, huh, what do you want me to do? And again, when we're talking about generalizing, and he can settle on place really well. Good. Good. I'm actually going to go in and reinforce that. Good. So he can settle really well on place and understands like, ooh, laying down and resting my chin and kicking my hip out gets me rewarded and or released from place faster. So he offers that behavior very quickly in the studio. But now that we're out here, good boy, with all these distractions, that answer isn't going to necessarily come as quickly. And we have to kind of go back to kindergarten with that behavior. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about the Dr. Seuss exercise. We need to practice here, there, everywhere until the behavior becomes more full circle and the dog goes, "Oh, this is what I do here, there, and everywhere, no matter what's going on." Good. So I'm going to see if I can get him to settle one more time. Good. You think you just did a nice big yawn there. No, thank you. Good. I'm going to give him a hot second to be married to that before I go in and feed him since he let out that little bark. Good boy. Good job. Now we have that really beautiful operant response of him looking at a trigger and then looking back at me, and he's settling on place. So he's learning how to regulate, self-regulate in the presence of exciting things. And that's exactly what we want him to do. The next thing we're going to work on is the actual polite greeting. But this is really the first step. Oh, good job. You caught yourself. Back up. Boop, boop, boop. Good boy. So before we can expect him to learn how to control his enthusiasm when he's greeting people, we have to make sure he can do it when he's not greeting people and people are just present. That's a really good place to start. He's doing great with that. All right. Okay. Good boy. Back to the studio.